Who thought this was a good idea? Tales of Berseria is getting a remaster, but of all the Tales games to pick, why would you pick the most recent one other than Arise, and it already looks fine? Like seriously, who woke up at Namco Bandai headquarters and said, yeah, Berseria is the one that desperately needs help? I need to talk about this because this has got me frustrated. Okay, so Tales of Berseria this morning got an announcement that it's being remastered. And honestly, why? It doesn't make any sense to me. Tales of Berseria was released in 2017. I believe it was 2016 in Japan. It already runs well on PS4, which you can play on PS5, and the PC version is great as it is. Sure, okay, now the only argument I could make is now you can play it on Switch and Xbox, which, okay, whatever, that's nice. But the thing is, the game already looks modern enough. There's no reason for it. The combat is still holding up incredibly well, and it's widely available. As I said, it's not trapped on dead hardware. With Graces, I'll give it that. It was on PS3. Xillia, okay, again, locked on PS3. But it just doesn't make any sense. When I heard about this Tales remaster project, I was excited. I was like, oh my goodness, finally, I will not have to break out my PlayStation to play Tales of Eternia. Maybe we'll get to see something like Innocence R in English. Tales of Rebirth? Great. I mean, I didn't really care for that game after playing it recently, but still, it's a game we didn't get here. Destiny Director's Cut. This is known as one of the greatest Tales games out there, but it seems almost like Namco doesn't realize that there were Tales games before 2010. This is ridiculous. Like, you had so many other options. We have legendary Tales games and they're like rotting on their old hardware. I don't understand what is going through Namco Bandai's head. People are screaming for Abyss. Every time somebody mentions the remasters, most of the time people are saying things like Abyss, Destiny 2. I would even opt for another Symphonia remaster. I mean, yeah, okay, we have tons of them, but how about one that isn't a complete mess? Like, we got Xillia, and Xillia 2 is currently in the mix, which is great. I mean, they should have been bundled together, but this just seems like a cash grab. But the thing that gets me is when I heard that games were being remastered, I was expecting to see those games that I fell in love with being brought to a whole new audience. Games like Fantasia, Destiny, Eternia, Destiny 2, Abyss. Those are the games that made me fall in love with the series, and people are begging for them. Hearts R? Yeah, that's stuck on Vita. That would be a good idea. But no, you're going for the safe option. You're going for the lazy option. This is honestly, I don't really curse very much on this channel, but it pisses me right off because this is lazy. This is unneeded. We do not need Berseria. The worst option. What's next? Xillia? What are we going to get, a remaster of Tales of Arise? Ridiculous. It's silly. Give the games that deserve remasters. This whole remaster project is not going on forever. This was said to be, I believe, a 2025-2026 thing, and that's it. 2026 is over, no more remasters. And they haven't even touched the games that deserve them. Like, I don't think they listen to their fan base. Do they realize that the Tales fan base loves the classic Tales games? This seems like a corporate risk avoidance disguised as fan service. Now, if they actually put a little bit of effort into it, but it doesn't look like they are. From what I can tell, there's no real new content. Yeah, you get the grade shop at the beginning, you get destination markers, but that is bare minimum for a remaster. It's not gonna look very different. As far as I can tell, just by looking at the trailer, like there's no effort. There's a bare minimum HD cleanup, and then they just ship it off. Now, like I said, I love the classic Tales games. Those are what I grew up with. I grew up playing Eternia. That is a major cornerstone on my love for JRPGs. Abyss, I imported that game and I played it like 3 or 4 times before it actually got released here. And then I played it again another 5 or 6 times. I loved it. Those games define the series, and those should be the games that you celebrate in 2025, not the one from 2016. Like, I'm not complaining. The modern era is great. It's wonderful. But the classic era is what made everybody fall in love with the series. Like, we got Xillia, great, but like, seriously, Namco, this is truly groundbreaking, amazing, wonderful. We're getting something that we can already play on modern hardware. Like, One of the games that never came out here, Destiny 2, which I believe is one of the best Tales games ever conceived. Destiny Remake. Okay, yeah, thank you, Lightbottle Productions, for translating it, but what? There's just so much else we could do. I'm sorry, I am not going off script here. I am just speaking from the heart because I am so frustrated, and this is what makes me love the series. I love Tales. I love everything it stands for, but this is a stupid choice. It feels like they don't believe that the audiences will touch the older games. Like, if you feel like that, you know what? Give us a collection. Look at how it sells. People will ask for these games. Or maybe they just don't want to invest money into upgrading them. I'll admit, you do something like Tales of Eternia, a simple upscale isn't going to work. Yeah, you might have to remake it, but what other game did that? Dragon Quest III, Dragon Quest 1 and 2, Star Ocean 2. They were redone beautifully. Why don't you want to do that to your older Tales games? It would be fantastic. But no, they pick one of the newer games because it's cheaper. Like, just looking at it, it feels lazy, it feels lackluster, and it just screams that they don't want to spend money on the franchise. And that hurts. Like, it bothers me. But like with that being said, I don't hate Berseria. Berseria is great. Velvet is one of the strongest characters. The story is insane, but it's not the game that needs preservation. It's a game that's already very accessible, while all of the older games in the series, they're dying. I'm not ranting because I don't appreciate Berseria. I do appreciate Berseria. It's a great game and a lot of people love it, but the only reason I'm ranting is because I really care about this series. I've grown up with this franchise. I've supported every single release. I bought Xillia Remastered, I bought Grace's F, I bought Arise, several times actually, and I just want Bandai Namco to honor where the series began. And this announcement, it feels very tone deaf, like they don't hear their fans. It feels very lazy and just like it's a safe option. If this step is one towards a real revival, that's great. Now prove it, Namco. Prove that you love the rest of the series and not just the safe options. Show us Destiny R. Show us Abyss. Show us Innocence R. Remake Tempest. Do something. Give the series the respect it deserves because the fans are still here. They're incredibly loud and you know how much they love it. Do your fans a favor and remaster the games that aren't already accessible. All right, I'm sorry for ranting. It's just how it is. That's how I feel. With that being said, thank you for watching. Tell me, how do you feel about this? Do you feel like they should remaster the old games? Are you happy with Berseria? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this rant, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and look forward to more Tales content. This has been Shanky. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a wonderful day.